Microsoft Business Intelligence tool.
Okay.
My MSBI is Microsoft Business Intelligence tool. So this is your this product introducing Microsoft.
Okay.
Okay. So in this there is a 3 categories. This is SSIS. This is SSRS. This is SSAS. 3 categories are divided in this MSBI Microsoft tool. So what is SSIS? SQL Server Integration Services. Coming to the SSRS, SQL Server Reporting Services,
Okay.
and SSAS, SQL Server Analysis Services. So these are the 3 parts in MSBI. So why use this MSBI? First we have to learn. Why people are using nowadays, most of the projects are done in MSBI. So what is the reason behind this? So there is a simple reason. In this this is MSBI tool. In this MSBI, in this market also, there is a different types of tools are available. ETL tools. This MSBI tool means also called as ETL tool. So in this ETL, there is a different types of ETL tools available in the market. So what are the ETL tools is IBM data stage.
What do you mean by ETL tools?
Yeah, I will explain. Okay, I will explain later.
Okay.
So IBM data stage, it is also an ETL, and Informatica, it is also a ETL tool, and Teradata utility tool, it is also a ETL tool. In this, there is a Oracle data warehouse builder. Coming to this MSBI. So these are the different products available in the market for ETL. So what is an ETL? Extract, transformations, loading. Extract, transformation, and loading. So first concept is starting with ETL. In MSBI, first concept started with ETL. Extracting the data, transforming the data, and loading the data. So what is extracting? Which type of files we have to use for extracting, and what is the transformations, and what is how to load the data in your destination. Loading means a destination. So before that, I'll discuss ETL architecture. First, you have to understand ETL architecture. I will explain in daily sessions just for understanding purpose what is an ETL. So, for example, this is your one source. Source means some data, some raw data source. For example, this is your Excel file. Excel file. Okay, this is one of your source. The client send another source, so different users are using different files. Okay, so this is another source is called as plot files. Plot files nothing but your notepad files. I will show you something, these sources, don't worry. So Excel file, plot file. Next one is, this is your OLDB source. OLDB source means your database, your SQL Server database, for example.
Okay.
So in this Excel file, there is a 20 records. Okay, records means
Okay.
some columns, some rows are there. In
20.
this plot file also, there is 30 records. For example, in this OLDB source having 40 records, for example. Okay. So my requirement is, I want to load the data in this file. I want to load the data in this file. I want to load the data in this file at a time.
You want to load the data from these 3 files, right?
Yes. So, but in this, some records are having some junk data. Junk data means some wrong data. I don't require that wrong data. Why? Because I have only, for example, in this, there is only 10 is my original records. Why need to load another 10 records also? Waste of space in my destination.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want only whatever the original, whatever the my business, these records are used. So that particular records only I want loaded in my destination. Why need another record?
Yeah.
So that's the reason. First we have to extracting this all the data and loading this data into this temporary storage area. This is called as extraction.
Okay, that means you have got different data from different sources, and you take out the data which is useful, and you delete the data which is not useful, and that's called extraction, right?
Extraction, yes. This is extraction. But this, in the time of extraction, not directly loaded the data in your destination. First you have to load the data some temporary storage area.
Temporary storage area.
So why? Because once directly load the data in your data warehouse, in your destination, it wastes up space. Why? Because in this 3 sources, a different junk data is there. So why need that particular junk data? So only I need only for actual data only. So that's the reason. First you have to load the data into temporary storage area. This is temporary storage area. So this part is called as extraction.
Okay.
Extracting. Okay. So after extracting the data, old data, and loaded the data in your temporary storage area, in this storage area, you can perform transformations. So I will discuss later what the different types of transformations are there in SSIS. So this is only for SSIS, okay?
Okay.
So there is a different types of transformations are there. So based on your requirement, so the transformations you have to use. So then in this staging area, we can perform some transformations based on your requirement, based on your logical business logic. So we have to use a different transformation. So finally, for example, after using some transformation, finally I want to load the data in my destination. For example, this is your destination. In this destination, in this Excel, there is 10 records. In this plot file, there is 20 records. In this OLDB source, there is loading 10 records. So this is your actual records. So these actual records is important. Why? Because based on these actual records only, we can analyze your data. Why need junk data? So that's the reason we can use transformation here. and this part is loading.
Okay, ETL.
This is extracting, transformation, and loading.
Yeah.
This is ETL. This is ETL as SSIS.
Yeah.
Integration. SSIS means integration. SQL Server Integration Services. Integration means extracting the data from various sources. These are all sources.
Yeah.
Extracting the data from various sources, loading the data into temporary storage areas, and in this we can perform the transformation based on your business logic. So then after original data loaded in your destination.
I got it.
Okay. So this is called as SSIS. That's it only. Just you have to extract, you have to define your source and connecting your transformation and loading the data into your destination. Simple.
Yeah.
So how to, in this, what is the packages, whenever time of creating your ETL packages, SSIS or ETL.
Okay.
In this, you have to design your application. Okay. So that application is called as a package.
Okay.
The application is called as package. The extension of package is .dtsx. Data Transformation Service Extension. I will discuss later. Don't worry. Just you have to understand purpose. I am just to give the what is the extension of your application is in SSIS .dtsx. So this application is called as a package.
Okay.
Okay. So we have to different packages are created in SSIS project. We'll see later in the regular classes. So this is your package. In this package also, you have to designing two types.
Venu, sorry, I just want to, I'm stuck up one thing, okay? I'll go again. Extracting, okay, when we want to extract the file, that's called extracting. This is just like to filter the useful data. We'll keep the useful data.
Yes, exactly.
And which is not useful, we'll throw it out, and whatever is useful,
yes.
we'll bring to a temporary folder. That's called transformation. And from transformation, we will upload the data, which will be uploaded in the system, and that data is used for analysis, right?
Yes.
And to upload the data, we need a package, to transfer the data from the temporary file to load it. We need to have a package, right? That's what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Yes.
I got it.
Okay. So these packages, in this, you have to design two types. So what is the two types is, one is SSIS wizard, one is SSIS designer. These are the two methods you have to design your packages. ETL package, SSIS
or any one of them.
Yeah, sorry.
We have to do in both the options, or any one of them we can choose.
No. Both the options we have to use, but most of the time we have to use SSIS designer. 99% we have to use SSIS designer, and only 1 or 2% we have to use only SSIS wizard. So I will discuss later. So why use SSIS wizard less, and why use SSIS designer is more. So what is the advantage here? What is disadvantages here? What is advantages here? Simple. In SSIS wizard, you have to create only simple packages. Simple packages means, for example, this is your source. Just you have to connect your transformations. In this SSIS wizard, there is no transformations.
Okay, we don't need to filter the file. We can just transfer.
Whatever the records available here, 10 records is there. That 10 records you have to load it in your destination.
Okay.
Simple packages without using transformations.
Okay.
But in this SSIS designer, we have to use powerful transformations.
Yeah. And then loading.
So this is your source, this is your transformation, this is your load. So this is your complete SSIS. So we'll discuss later briefly then daily sessions. Okay. So this is SSIS. So coming to this SSIS, then finally you have to load the data. Finally you have to load the data in your destination. For example, this is your SSIS destination data. Okay. Some different types of packages you have to create it. All the data we have to load it one destination. One destination means one database in your SQL server. Okay. So in this database, how to identify the client, how to verify my business data, the client business data, how to verify. So this time, these data you have to use SSRS for generating a reports.
Okay.
So which, for example, this is your sales data, for example. Okay, your client sales data. For example, some different product, the sales data, we have to load it first using SSIS. Then these sales data, you have to use it to identify the by client. But once you have to open the report, it's easy to calculate the sales amount. So that's the reason you have to generate SSRS reports based on your data. So here in this data, for example, you have to create a report. What is the report is? For example, sales ID, product name, some sample, I'm using product name and sales, number of sales and location. Just for example purpose I'm using. So here some data is there, some product name, some number of sales 20, 30, there is a 0 sales. So location there is a some India, US, UK. So this type of reports based on your client requirement.
Okay.
So you can generate a report using this SSIS data.
Okay.
So in these report, after generating a report, this report extension is called as .rdl. What is RDL? Report definition language. Every report, SSRS reports, compulsory have extension as .rdl.
Report definition.
Report definition language. So in these reports, there is a different types of reports I have to generate. Sub reports, linked reports, parameter reports. So different types of reports you have to generate. We'll see in the regular classes. There is a different how to create a reports. What are the types of reports you have to generate? In this also, these RDL reports also you have to generate two methods. SSRS wizard, SSRS wizard, and SSRS designer. Okay. So in this also SSRS wizard, you can create only simple reports.
Yeah. Whatever data you get, you just transfer that.
Yeah, simple reports. There is no filtering. There is no performing some operations. There is no calculations. There is no nothing. Just whatever the data is there, the data will be displayed in the report. Okay. But in SSRS designer, we have to use complex reports by using parameters, by using linked reports, by creating sub reports. So there is a different types of reports you have to generate using SSRS designer. Okay. So after generating these reports, so what is your final goal? These reports you have to deliver to the end user.
Yeah.
Final thing is after generating a report, then deliver the report to the end user.
Yeah.
So that time you have to use these reports are deployed to your report server. You can configure one report server. In this report server, these reports are deployed in this report server. This report server is a web-based URL. This is a web-based URL. So this URL you have to.
What do you mean by URL?
This is some website link.
Okay.
Website link. Just you have to go through that website link. You have to show whatever the reports available in this URL. Just you have to see. So for example, just I am showing one already. I am generating some report servers. Some other students. Yes, the report server is there. Report manager is there. Just I am opening report server. So it will be easy to understand. So this is also important, how to configure this report server, how to configure report manager. So at the time of configuration also, we have to directly configure this report server. Otherwise, you have to manually configure also report server.
Ah, okay.
So Venu, I think where is Venu? 80. Just for 1 minute, connecting your web-based URL. Yeah. See, this is my report server. This is my web-based URL. Just this URL you can access entire the network in organization level. So here, see some reports. So these are all my reports. Just I am opening one report. So these are all my project reports. See, it's loading. See,
Okay.
this is one type of report. This is only simple report using using SSRS wizard. In
Wizards.
this, there is also some complex reports. See, filtering parameter. See, once you have to open this, you have to define any employee department number only. Based on that employee department number, I want define only 10 department number. So click on view report. It displayed only 10 department number who are having 10 department numbers only.
Ah, okay.
So if you are using 20 department number, view reports, it is displayed only 20 department number.
So basically, wizard is a simple data,
Yeah.
just like an Excel sheet.
Wizard will be open simple reports, but designer will develop complex reports.
Ah, okay. More detailed reports.
Yes, detailed reports.
And I think the 99% only designers is used because everybody
Yeah, most of the time 99% designer will be used.
Yeah.
So this is your finally you have to deploy these reports to these web-based URL. You have to access this web-based URL to the end user. So whatever the reports you have to require, so we can download and we can view the reports by end user. So this is complete your SSRS. So after generating a reports, for example, after generating a reports, for example, these reports you have to generate in SSRS. Some in this there is some columns are there, some sales ID, sales product name, number of sales, number of sales location. So that columns are there. So you can these who the client verify these reports can identify where the sales amount is decreased, where the sales amount is increased, and what are the feedback. So everything you have to go through this report. So based on this report, we can analyze the business.
Sorry, I just lost you over here. Can you just, this is SSAS you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Can you explain it again? Sorry, I just kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. So after generating a SSRS report, okay. So in this SSRS report, what are the reports are there? So the end user identified where the business is down, where the business is up, what are the reason in the business is down in this particular location. So that detail you have to view in this report. So based on that, based on your report, we can use analysis your
they will analyze, if they are
analyze your business data. For using SSIS. SSIS is simple. Just you have to analyze the data. Where the data is there, how to the data is which location the sales amount is increased. So what is the reason, and where the sales amount is decreased, and what is the reason, and how to improve my business. So these details you have to cover in SSIS. These are the three components in MSBI. Very easy once you have to understand. Clear.
Now, can I again just go a little bit back and just if I'm wrong, just if you can correct me, Venu, I'll take a minute, okay? Now MSBI is is a tool which a company uses to analyze its data, okay? And for MSBI, if you get any data, it is divided into three parts. It is called SSIS, SSRS, and SSAS. In SSIS, we use ETL tool. It's like we get a data which is a rough data, we extract it, then we transfer it in a temporary file, and from there we load it for data analysis. Okay, and then in SSRS, which is a reporting tool, all the data can be designed in two ways. It will be either a wizard or a designer. Okay, but normally we use designers. So once we go there and we again segregate the data and we organize it by like the company number, the example what you have given me, then that data is it has been we need to analyze it, and for that analysis that data should that will be reported for the analysis of the company, whether it is in profit and loss or whatever. That will be done in SSAS. And SSAS report is just like defining let's say a sales, whether the sales is high, low, and what region and everything, and they can analyze that their sales report and whatever, right?
Yes.
I got it. Okay.
Okay, complete your MSBI.
Yeah, I hope it's so easy.
Yeah, that's it only. So you have to use some transformation in SSIS. We have to use some different types of complex operations in SSRS. We have to use analysis in SSIS.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is in MSBI. So actually, my style is I will explaining writing some notes also when the time of explaining. Daily session connect 1 hour. So I will provide some notes also. I am running notes. I am manually entering the data in Notepad based on your requirement for data for studying purpose. So after completing the session, I will share you that particular Notepad also.
Okay.
So just you have to go through that document. You have to verify if you have forget anything. So just go through that document. You have to remember whatever the operations can perform. So that's the purpose. I am explaining every session. I am writing notes. So after finishing the session, I will share you the document to you. Just go through the document, you have to verify.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
So daily 1 hour session. So if you are interested to learn this today, tomorrow onwards, we'll start the course. So just you have to intimation the guys, Mahesh. Okay.
I need to like tell the guys
Yeah.
what I need to tell them.
Just over this. Mahesh is there. Hello.
No, Mahesh is not there.
Oh. This over this.
Like today's session is finished?
Yes. Any queries?
No, not for today. It was just a demo session just to tell us the
Yes,
thing.
yes. Just to demo purpose. I'm not start the sessions. Just a demo purpose. What is MSBI? How to use? What is the categories? So how to create a packages? How to create a reports? How to create a exercise analysis? So that just for introduction purpose, I am introducing all the tools.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, no problem. I don't need to call them to tell them that the session is over. That's fine. If it is over, it's over. So I will
Yes.
see you tomorrow at same time, right? 10 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Tomorrow I'll be doing